So I want to try this out. I am going to be showing you my chaos deck. Pretty standard build. Um, yeah. Pretty much I got a lot of my cards off trade. Most of it's affordable. You don't run into much. I think maybe the most expensive card is this baby right here, the BLS, of course. Um, just like looking at this deck, it's pretty standard. It's kind of a stall. So pretty much you're gonna start off with your monsters, BLS, of course. So the BLS, the Gores, Chaos. Now, interesting. This is kind of what I like. Two Marshmallows, two Thunder Kings, two Kaikos. I run two Crows and then two Valors, and I do this because I don't main Macros Cosmos in my deck, and it's a good way to you go straight into, especially if you draw a Crow and a Valor first hand, to go away if you're especially facing Vectors in this format, especially facing Vectors, you just Valor, Dragonfly, and Crow Hornet as soon as it hits graveyard. You don't really have to worry about it. Also kind of interesting, I haven't seen this in many Chaos decks. I run three Warrior Ladies, 3 Warrior Ladies. And then I also run 3D Survivors. When you play Macros, this is very good to play. But I don't main Macros in this deck. I side it. It's mostly just because of Injectors. And then for the monster lineup, it's pretty standard. Lights and darks. My dark monsters, it evens out. I don't run two because I don't think I need to. I think running two, you just run too many problems if you run two, because drawing two, in your first hand, it's kind of dead draw. Drawing one, it's kind of dead draw. Might ask why I'm not meaning Sangan, and that's because I'm citing Sangan. Sangan's good. I would just use Sangan to grab a Warrior Lady, or go grab a Crow or a Valor. But yeah, it's pretty much it for monsters. For my spells, pretty much any deck should be running 3 MSTs. Almost any deck really should be running 3 MSTs now. 2 Smashings. It's just to get rid of those annoying monsters that you won't like. Of course, Book of Moon, a Monster Reborn, a Dark Hole, heavy, basic staples. I am gonna be running 2 Pots of Dualities. I just have a lure right now until I get my second Pot of Duality. Again, this is probably one of the more expensive cards you might run into, like a $10 card. Mirror Force starts off my traps. Return from Dimension. Now, this one's interchangeable. I don't know right now what I'm doing. I might side it. Side it and maybe put in another monster, or put in Macros, or put in something. 1 Judgment, of course. 2 Prisons. 2 Compulse. 2 Torrential, and 2 Warning. And they're all pretty basic trap cards. You're playing almost any deck you can find. You might run into, really cost-wise, you'll run into something with this. And, these are they're over 10. They're over 15. That's probably the only thing you'll run into with this. That's pretty much a standard build for my deck. Of course. And then when you come to side, there's no tuners in this deck at all. I don't feel the need to run tuners. If anything, if you want to have a little fun, run Gen X Birdman, obviously. for side, I run for my extra. I run 3 plate armors and a Leviathan. I run 2 marshmallows, and the only reason why I would play Leviathan is because I do run 2 marshmallows. So just the off chance if I do draw 2 marshmallows first hand, or do draw one, you set one, let him take the 1,000, and then you switch your attack and of course overlay for a Leviathan. And then for plate armor, it's just a really quick way to vamp up your graveyard, and plus it can attack twice once you remove one. So when you start overlaying and then start just pulling off cards, especially if you need something with some of your BLS or some of your cast sorcerer, it's pretty good. So yeah, run 3, I would say, just in case. And then for your side, and this is where it gets a little interesting because I run these as sides just for certain cards where I run into. And this is more, this is definitely a tournament ready deck, I would say. 3 macros, of course, against injectors mostly, windups too. I mean, it stops almost any deck, any meta deck. It's very anti-meta. Also 3 soul releases. Again, I've been thinking about running the soul absorption combo with macros and soul release. Pretty much you gain so many life points that you can't be touched. So it's a pretty good combo. I've been thinking about running it. I have been running 2 Cyber Dragons in this deck, but I feel like it does not need it anymore. I feel like drawing 2 Cyber Dragons, maybe running 1. That's right now. I'm just setting 1, but running 2 Cyber Dragons and drawing both, or drawing 1 and then playing 1 and drawing the other. It's a real just dead draw unless it gets destroyed first and then you play your other one. I mean, it's a real dead draw. So right now I'm siding 1. 1 Banisher Beast. Again, this runs along with Injectors and all those lovely cards. It's just a screw over Injectors pretty much. Kaiko, I side 1, main 2. Again, if I feel like I need to have 3, I could just side out DD Warrior Lady or DD Survivor, no problem. Thunder King, again, the 1 DD Warrior Lady and 1 DD Survivor, those are the sideable ones. Singyan, like I said, I do side 1. I do side it. It's just because I feel like it's a good card, but it's the only way I need to search out something, and it just, I don't think I need it to be mained. Cast Sorcerer. If I need the second one, I can side out one of my I can side out Gorge or something for it. And then 2 Weed Outs. And now Weed Out, it's an interesting card. It's an old card, but it does screw over Injectors and Windups because most Injectors and Windups are level 3. So like if Dragonfly gets played, and then Dragonfly Hornet pop off your monster, summon Centipede, chain Weed Out, pay 500 points, both of them are destroyed instead. Or also with Windups, play Rat, get Shark back, or play Rat, Shark goes to 3. As soon as you see chain to that effect, chain Weed Out, all of 3 monsters get destroyed. Shark goes bye-bye, Rat goes bye-bye, Hunter goes bye-bye. All the cards that are pain, all the wind-up cards go bye-bye. Pretty much a lot of them are level 3. Yeah, that's pretty much the my deck. Low budget. Again, the most expensive card you will run into is probably BLS. Mine cost me $35. It just depends on what you're looking for. He's probably the most expensive card you'll have to get. Again, these Blade Armors run you about 10 each. Gorge will run you 3. I mean, overall, this is a really low budget deck. Play wise, you go if you want to start a loop, or you don't really have to start any loops. You could side in for the macros and then study macros, and then use the DD Survivor loop, where he keeps coming back. You know, just get him off the field and he comes back. It's a pretty good loop. With blade armor especially. Also think about I've been thinking about putting soul absorption in, just so I can be gaining life points like crazy. Because one of my friends runs it. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Tell me if you like this video, what I should change about the stack, what I should use, what I shouldn't use. I'm definitely open to feedback. I'm able to give opinions. Message me. Message me with any advice, or I mean, want to duel? I might start going on Duel Network and all that stuff. Testing out this deck and other deck ideas. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this little session. Yeah, come find me on YouTube. Subscribe if you like this. If you really like it, I'll make more. I don't mind making more videos. Talk about deck ideas. Next deck idea I'm having is Chamber. So, see what happens, okay? Alright, bye guys.